Welcome back and thank you for staying with us on Daybreak. Now, we're going to talk about our own president, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. He has been making headlines with his frequent international trips since assuming office, from diplomatic visits to the economic summit. The president's travel itinerary has raised questions and sparked debates among Nigerians. Now, let's take you down to even pinpoint the countries that he's been to. But firstly, 19th, which is today, Monday of the 19th of August, the president will be traveling to France, and this was stated in a statement that was on Sunday yesterday by the special advisor to the president and media and publicity, that's Ajurin Galali, titled President Tinubu traveled to France on Monday. Although the presidency did not state what the purpose of this visit would be, it says the president will return to the country after his brief work stay in France. This is the fourth time the president is making trip to the European country since his assumption into office. So far, he has been traveling to Equatorial Guinea, London, the United Kingdom. He went there twice. Bissau, he's gone to Nairobi, Kenya. He's gone to Bissau, that's Guinea-Bissau, twice. He's been to Porto Novo, Benin Republic, Pretoria, South Africa, Accra, that's Ghana's capital, New Delhi, India, Abu Dhabi and Dubai in the United Arab Emirates, New York, the United States of America, Riyadh, Saudi Arabia twice, Berlin, Germany, Addis Ababa, that's Ethiopia's capital, Dakar, that's Senegal, and Doha, Qatar's capital. Now, the president has been to so far a lot of countries. So today, this morning, we want to hear from you, about this situation, the president's travel. Join in our phone-in segment as we discuss the president's international travels. Share your thoughts and opinion. Let's not forget, this is the #1 citizen of the country. So if you're calling, do not forget, we're not here to bash or insult. So we have to be really respectful with our speech. We're trying to find solutions. So we already have said it is a collective effort to move the country forward. So hence, we're trying to see if there is any tips and solutions to particular situation that could help the president in navigating the best choice for Nigeria and the country. So we're going to be dissecting some such situations. Most of the main reason why a president should travel out is for a kind of progressive, bringing some kind of growth to the country. So far, what is your own articulation of what the president's travel has been? Are they, these trips yielding tangible benefit for Nigerians? Should the president prioritize domestic issues over international engagements? How do you think the president travel reflects on Nigeria's global image? This is what we want to dissect. So the numbers will be displayed on your TV screen. Two numbers. You can go ahead and call anyone and send WhatsApp message to the first one. All right, we have a first caller. Good morning.
Hello.
Good morning. I think we lost that call, really disheartening. I hope the rain is not messing with the network, but please go ahead, keep trying. Let's hear your take about the president's travel so far. The president has traveled to a lot. I remember the former president, Muhammadu Buhari's season. There was, the social media engagement. People were saying it seems the president has had traveled more than stay in the country. But so far, President Tinubu has spent a year and he has been traveling. Traveling, if it comes with a lot of perhaps a result, would be a great thing for Nigeria. So far, would you say you have, the president has brought really tangible progress to the country with his international engagements? Let's hear your take on this situation. Go ahead, call the numbers displayed on your TV screen, and then you can send message via the first one. Good morning. Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yeah, your name and where you're calling us from.
Good morning. Hello. Hello, good morning.
Please tone down the volume of your TV set.
My name is Christian.
I can hear you, but I need you to tone down the volume of your TV and talk to me through your phone. Good morning.
I can hear you.
we'll have to let you go if you don't turn down the volume of your TV. You cannot expect to hear us through your TV. It will not be a very clean conversation. Please, if you're calling us, stay away from your TV. You don't need to hear yourself over your TV. If you want to catch up on, watch how the interaction with us go, then you can follow us via YouTube or other social media handles, and you can watch us live. We'll be posting that later. So please stay away from your TV. That way we can have a very clean and concise conversation. Let's hear your take on the president's travel. He's traveling today, and even though I think sometimes the presidency would say, let's shield something until we've seen the progress. But the presidency owns it to Nigeria to tell us the reason why the president is traveling. And so far, it's been quiet. There has not been any detail of the travel, just that there was just a mere statement saying the president is going out of the country today, Monday, and there's no return date yet. But all of that is not the major issue. The major issue is, so far has all these travels yielded great result. We saw how the ban of Nigerians traveling to the UAE it came with a lot of controversy. The first time that was at the earliest assumption of office of the president. It said it was lifted, but then the UAE government quickly came out to say no, it wasn't. So later on, recently, we heard another one, and we're still waiting on the progress of that one. Let's pick this call. Good morning.
Good morning. I'm calling from Port Harcourt.
Oh, it's good to have you from Port Harcourt.
Actually, I have a little contribution to actually add for what you have just said this morning.
All right, go ahead.
The issue having the president, Mr. Bola Tinubu, he has been our president for now. You see, Nigeria are passing through hardship. Traveling around does not make any difference. The difference is you having an opinion on how to render the people in Nigeria, the help of them having things easy for themselves. The masses over there are every day, they are not happy. They are not making them to see that, because you feel that you of your own, and other people are passing through hell. The people over there are looking out for better things, not traveling over the whole country in the nation of Nigeria or over the nation of the world. That is not what we do.
Please, I need you to speak a bit louder. I'm trying to grasp what you're saying. Are you still with us?
You say what? Come again.
I said, can you speak a bit louder, please?
Okay. I said, the people over there, as Nigeria as a whole, we are hoping for him to do a better thing for us. But not for we to just see things not working out for this nation. And traveling out over the nation is not what we need. We need a good government in the nation of Nigeria. People are suffering a lot. So let him put his head down. It's not traveling that matters. If you travel over the country and you didn't get anything benefit for Nigeria, you are not helping the issue. The masses, the young youth, they are looking for a job. They cannot get a good job. The little one they have, they are spending it in a lot of spending of money. You look at somebody going to work every morning like this, you look at yourself, spending a lot of transport. A place you pay 100 naira before, you are paying more than 500 to go there and come back. It is very, very difficult for the nation. So let him sit up. Let the people who is being the advisors to him, let them sit up with him and talk very well. It's not helping the nation. We don't need the traveling. The traveling is not contributing anything for the nation. Let him put his head down and know what to do. That's my contribution. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you for calling in with that take. The most important thing is if at all the travel is yielding great result, because we all know for a president to leave a country to another country costs a chunk load of money. And if at all of that travel, which we know the president have said that his major concern, it's about bringing investment there. But one of the major things that stakeholders have been pointing out when it comes to economic, reform policies, is that if you're pointing out that you want to attract investors, does Nigeria really have all it takes? Because even the international would only come to a place where they feel they can benefit as well. Good morning. All right, I think we lost that call. Please go ahead, call us. Let's hear your take on this matter, which is the president's travels to other countries. Would you say it is yielding tangible result for the country? Our previous caller spoke about a major concern, saying the president needs to sit down because so far, based on his own thoughts and assessment, the travels have not really yielded much for the country. So sit down and find a better solution to what is happening. Let's have another take. All right, I think we have another caller. Good morning. Good morning.
Good
all right,
morning.
All right, your name and where you're calling us.
I'm Samuel, calling from Gembu.
Samuel from Gembu, that's in Taraba State.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead, Samuel.
In fact, what I'm just getting that the president is here to travel is, in fact, a heartbreaking news. Because I feel with the situation in the country, he's supposed to sit down and put things together and let us survive in this country. It seems like he don't feel like there's hardship in this country as he travels out. I'm made to understand he's traveling to go and maybe invite investors. You have not made a solid ground for investors to come in. And you want to invite when investors are moving out of the country. We are allowed that investors move out of the country because of bad situation on the ground. And you just tell us that you are going out to mobilize investors to come and invest in this country, which is not it. In fact, you knowing that investors are not in the country and leaving the country because of the hardship in the country or not favorable situation for them to operate, make these things available. Investors look for where they can get. You don't need to even invite them. If they know they will come there and make get, they will come even without their invitation. So I think the president should sit down and do justice in this country. We are getting too tired of this. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Appreciate your take on this matter. Samuel's concern is about talking about the investors, which I spoke about earlier and shared the concerns of experts, and he echoed or re-echoed that concern as well. But could be, don't you see any leeway? Don't you see any better outcome coming out from when it comes to the president's wish for a better investment? Let's have your take. I want Nigerians to truly understand this situation and know that if at all the president's travel comes up brings a lot of investment, it will be a massive growth for the country. So I want you to have an open mind when you're calling in to share your take, because at the end of the day, it's not really, like I said, about bashing, but rather finding better solution. One person cannot do it all. Few people cannot do it all. And when it comes to the government, there are fewer than the number of Nigerians. So please, let's hear your take. Do not forget you can send us a WhatsApp message via the first phone number. Currently we know the president is gearing up to leave the country to France, which we don't know what that particular trip is all about. We're hoping the presidency would give us more take on it. But looking at another angle, globally now, a lot of countries seems to be facing their own country. We've seen the UK have a massive riot. We've seen the US have their own fair share of protests and all of that, and there is concerns of other countries having take in your own country. It tends to reduce sovereignty and all of that. There is that concern as well. Good morning. I think we lost that call. Please go ahead, call us back. I remember the former president Muhammadu Buhari decided to close a border for in order to concentrate on domestic situation. Do you think that's another way to look at this whole situation? Good morning. Good morning. Are you with us? Please turn down the volume of your TV set.
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Yeah, video is calling Lagos.
Oh, good to have you from Lagos. Let's hear your take on the president's travels.
Okay, my own question to the topic this morning is that, okay, when the president is traveling all over all these places, we have any reason for the traveling, number one. Secondly, they are saying he's traveling because of he wants to bring some investments or this or that. But now, for where we are from now, see where we are going, see where we are coming from. Now we are receiving the investment. We are not okay here. Okay, the president is traveling all over the world, everywhere and there. Okay, fine. We are here and people is just looking up around. Okay, fine. Are we going to okay the investment or the outcome of the traveling is going to lead to something else in a good shape? So actually, to me, I believe when we wash our hands very clean, yes, then we can see clearly what and what needs to do. Because I believe we're supposed to issue out what is on ground to know where we are going. I'm not talking from the passion, right? But this is the reality. You get it? We are still having a lot of issues on the ground that we're supposed to clear. Supposed to clear. Then know what next to do. No, the basic of this traveling, I have not seen anything coming out from there. Yes, I have not seen anything coming out from there. At least from my own language, I said, if you want to dash somebody clothes, you first of all, look what is wearing. Do you get it? So look at what is wearing before you can dash somebody clothes. Do you understand? So now we have a lot of issues on ground to tackle. So I believe we're supposed to issue that one out and let everybody see, okay, this is what we have done. Okay, now let's go forward and see what we can do to our country. Maybe by going out, traveling up here and there, then everybody will know, okay, this is where we are coming from and this is where we are heading to. So that's my contribution this morning. Thank you.
Appreciate you. Thank you so much for that take. Please go ahead, call us. I'm sure messages have started pouring in. I'll send in your WhatsApp message. Let's say your take on this particular situation, the president's travel. All right, the first one here is saying it's from Izang Marcos from Jos. He said international travel seems to have become a culture for Nigerian presidents. The implication is that Nigeria is but a beggar country. The truth is that the solution to our issues are more local than international. Once we fix our country, the international country will look for us. Until then, no matter how much our presidents go round begging, nobody will come. All right, thank you so much for that message, Isa Marcos. This reminds me of we saw the situation of China. We saw how China closed their borders and decided to create, their own productivity, their own jobs and all of that, and that has brought a lot of growth to that country. All right, let's take this message from Abdul Kuta from Niger State. He said it is good for the president to travel to other countries for business and economic reasons, but so far has the international travels translated into growth of the economy? And if otherwise, the government should highlight to us in details achievement from these international travels. Thank you so much. I appreciate that one. Truly, Abdul, we have been pushing for transparency from, the government. So just like the president addressed during the protest, talking about the issues, his achievements so far, that would be a great way to tell Nigerians, the achievements so far when it comes to the international travels. All right, I think we have another call. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, your name and where you're calling from?
My name is Ali from Niger.
From Niger. All right, go ahead.
Yes. My contribution on the subject today is that once Mr. President put his house in order, then the investment is going out to look for will definitely come to Nigeria. But insofar as he has not put his house in order, there is no number of traveling that will bring investor to Nigeria. Now, talking about investment, the Dangote refinery alone it's enough investment.
Hmm.
Look at the saga between Dangote Refinery and the regulatory agencies. Up to now, the issue is still lingering between these two parties. Despite the directive from the presidency directing the regulatory body to supply Dangote Refinery with the number of required crude oil, they've refused to do that. So my take this morning is for Mr. President to look inward rather than outward. And if you look inward and he put his house in order, definitely, most definitely, investment will come to Nigeria. That's my contribution this morning. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that contribution. The president should look inward rather than outward. I think the last caller was the second person to, address this, saying they should look inward rather. And talking about that was what I was, directing to what happened in China. So could it be that is what we need to do? But don't you see any hope in, the president traveling? We saw one of the messages saying it is good when you travel and you have a great, bilateral relationship or even multilateral relationship with other country, because it tends to create alliance. It tends to give you that strong defense. It tends to give you, support, even though we know for a fact that if it is not just NGOs, it's just NGOs that will give you something without expecting anything. But any other country that is giving you would expect something, at least some kind of thing in return. And is Nigeria in that place to, get the bigger investments, the bigger recognition and alliance with other countries? Good morning. Please turn down the volume of your TV. Good morning. I think the person does not even know that we picked your call. Please go ahead, call us back. If you're calling, put your phone by your ear. That way, immediately I talk, you know that it's your call that we have picked. Please go ahead, call us. Let's hear your take on this matter. We have basically just a few minutes where you can address issues that affect you, through your president. All right. Good morning.
Morning.
Yeah, your name and where you're calling us from.
My name is Aaron and I'm calling from Suleja, Niger State, Mina.
Haruna, go ahead.
Due to our president that is traveling, it's a tradition to most of Nigerian democracy there. Anybody that comes to power wants to travel around the country, which I look at it as a mistake. You don't go outside to look for solution. You look for solution in your house, not outside your house. When they were doing campaign, the president is going to every state so people will come and vote for him. Now he has sitting on the power now. I don't think since he came to power, he has not visited the 36 states again. Before you go out to look for solution, you look for the solution, the problem you have in your house first. Visit all the states in the country, know where the problem is coming out from. Then you can know that, yes, my problem is from here, my problem is from this place. Then you can go out and look for investors to come and give you solutions to tackle all these problems. You can't call somebody to come out from outside to come and help you to quench your fire when your house is on fire. It is you that will set up your house, but if the house is on fire, it is you that will make the house to calm down before you go out and bring visitors to your house. If your house is not clean, you can't invite visitors to come inside. Even when you invite visitors to come, if they find out that the house is not clean, they will not come. We have problem in this country, which we need to settle. Sit down, let the governor, the president sit down together. What is going on? Why this thing is not moving? Why this thing is not moving? Why people are crying? It's not by traveling out. Yes, it's good for them to travel out. It's not a bad idea, but at least before you travel out, a father, you take care of your children that they are crying at home before you go outside.
But Haruna, don't you think the president's travel is because he wants to, possibly find solutions to the internal problems?
Yes, maybe he's trying to find a solution. Signing things, like if you want to find, he's trying to find a solution, but going out is not yet the solution. Call the stakeholders together. What is our problem of this country? Let's start fixing it. When you fix some of the problem, then you can go out and bring investors to come and invest in your country. When a country there is no peace, protesting is going on, bandits, insecurities, and you are trying to bring investors, do you think they will come?
Yeah.
They will not come.
I understand
Go
your
to
concern.
the northeast now. Nobody wants to go there and invest.
Yeah. All right. Thank you so much, Haruna, for your take on this matter. I remember having a discussion with economic analysts where they say these investors watch. Anybody that has chunk load of money and want to invest, they make their own research. And with the news, the country is carrying so far with a lot of, economic downturn, it's not looking appealing for investors to come into the country. So I get Nigerian concerns when it comes to, the travels, if at all it's to bring in investors. But talking about traveling, it's not just, like I said earlier, it's not just about investors. There are alliances being created. We've seen for the longest time an alliance that has even been choking people which is the USA and the Israel. We saw the strong alliance that even when a country is doing something wrong, you're still sticking by them to say, oh, these are our strongest ally. So sometimes these people could help in terms of insecurity with, perhaps arms and even troops, more hands to help fight insecurity. While we're thinking that the president might be looking for just investment, there could be that kind of great alliance with other countries as well to help combat the insecurity. So I want us to have that into thought. But yeah, while we're expecting Nigerians to make their own research and findings, in order not to bash someone unnecessarily, we are also asking the president to make these trips known, the importance of it, and if it's not really yielding as much result as expected, then there should be a bit of step back on this matter. But then, yeah, due to time constraints, I appreciate all of you that called in, sharing your take and thoughts on the matter and sending in messages. Appreciate you. Sorry for the ones that we couldn't pick or even read their messages. But tomorrow is another day, and on Trust TV will open the phone line to hear from you about situations happening in our country. We'll take a break, and when we come back, it would be time for us to talk about the insecurity in Nigeria. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.